Good evening. Every South Australian homeowner would be slugged with a yearly land tax under sweeping reforms being considered by the government. But the unpopular and expensive stamp duty on property sales would be scrapped in return. The measure, among many, now on the table in a bid to reform the state's tax system.
Perhaps the biggest item on the tax reform ticket, a plan to ditch the stamp duty on the buying and selling of homes, but replace it with an annual land tax that all homeowners would have to pay.
Taxation reform is rarely achieved without it being paid for in some way. So we have to grapple with that.
It means that for the average South Australian home valued at $410,000, instead of paying a one-off stamp duty hit of almost $17,000, the homeowner would have to pay an annual land tax of $1,200. The Property Council welcomes the proposal, which could lift the real estate market.
Stamp duty is an insidious tax. It discourages older South Australians from downsizing. It discourages first home buyers from getting into the market.
But the opposition says it removes a one-off tax on some people and replaces it with a yearly hip pocket hit for many more.
The budget is in such a mess that now Jay Weatherill wants to put a new tax on every family home, and the Liberal Party will not stand for it.
The Social Services Council concerned any drastic change could hurt those doing it hardest.
Certainly it will impact on some people, and that's why we need to make sure that people who can't afford to pay or are really struggling are looked after.
The Premier offering this guarantee.
Any taxation system this government designs will protect those who can least afford it from being worse off.
Public opinion divided.
I think scrapping the stamp duty is a very sensible idea. I always think it was a stupid thing.
We're not buying a new home, so we don't got to pay the stamp duty. Why should we be paying a tax? Another tax.
Eddie Godfrey joins us live from State Parliament. And Eddie, it's not just property taxes that could be overhauled.
Yeah, that's right, Brenton. There are several others being considered. The other big one is the payroll tax, and that's something the business community has been complaining about for a very long time. Some call it a direct tax on jobs. So the government will look at making changes there, possibly switching it with a cash flow tax, but we'll have to wait and see. The government is also considering changes to insurance taxes and gambling taxes. Of course, there's no definitive time frame on when any of these changes would take effect, but everyone is being encouraged to have their say, and formal submissions close on April the 10th. Brenton?
Yeah, all right, Eddie. Thank you very much.